Alright. The audio appears to be working. It's capturing. Perfect. That is not what I meant to click. Alright. I'm playing Minecraft again. Figured I should probably upload since I haven't done that in, I don't know, 2 months, a month. It's been a bit. Bye, talk shit. You know what, fuck it. Macarones con queso. Macaroni. Cheese. Yeah. It has been a long day without you, my friend. I don't think this is supposed to happen. God damn, I forgot how big rabbits were on this version. Why are you so laggy? Okay, hang on. I did not anticipate it being this laggy. No, with, recording. Turn that down to 10. Turn that down to decreased. Much better. Why is my sensitivity so low? Much better. I've been playing Minecraft for a little while, but I'm not even going to attempt to record that. At least not with these settings. Plus it's on 1.20.1. I have a shitty computer. But hey, at least I have a computer that can get CurseForge. Wait, it's 1.8. I don't need these flat. I don't need flowers to make a white bed, or a red bed. All beds are red. the ideal bed color. FPS. Everything feels so slow and sluggish. What? Why does everything feel... Okay, well, first of all, what the fuck? Much better. It's been too long since I played the older versions of Minecraft. Maybe everything was just a bit slower. Still doesn't change the fact that I feel like I'm going in slow motion. The oldest version of Minecraft I've been playing recently is 1.12. Which I don't think I need to give anyone any pointers, is older than is younger than 1.8. It is in fact not older. Oh hey, is that a jungle biome? That's cool. I should really stop spending all my hunger. I've been, in the modded playthrough I've been doing, we have Mechanism. And because I'm one of the only people who actually knows how to use Mechanism, I've just been put in charge of all the engineering. One of the only people in our server, anyways, who knows how to use Mechanism. I've just been put in charge of the engineering aspect. I keep making nuclear reactors, and they keep exploding, even when they're turned off for some reason. I think the one that was turned off, someone fucked with it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find someone and kill them. Yeah. Before the nuclear reactor was fully set up, I was using wind turbines to generate almost all of my energy. And even before that, biogenerators were used to generate a lot of energy. Because biogenerators are easily the best early game energy source. Change my mind, fuck you. And to power those biogenerators, I made an automatic pumpkin farm. And it would just... I had a hopper minecart under that would collect the pumpkins. And it would just put it into a chest, or into a couple hoppers that would filter that into a chest, which would get taken, which would have the pumpkins taken up by a logistical transporter, and that would just feed it into a couple of crushers, which would feed the biofuel created by crushing the pumpkins straight into the biogenerators for more fuel. And before that, since we're also using immersive engineering, I had thermoelectric generators. Oh, that's a jungle temple. But yeah, that's been fun. I might make a mod pack on an older version so it's easier to run, and I might record that if anyone wants that. Of course, I doubt anyone really wants to see content from me. They just see it. Oh god, he's back. No. Oh, stop this. Don't do that. Nope, stop no. That's how I imagine the average person reacts to me. Is there anything back here? Is that modded thing? I can see nothing. I'm gonna turn my brightness a bit up for this. I just like having it dark. Who is that? I will gladly be taking those pistons. Ow. Okay, I'll return here when I have something to see. That's convenient. This is a nice little clearing. I think I'll set up my home here. What rotten luck, still no coal? I've been playing with too many horror mods. I heard that chicken, and then my first reaction was, is it real? Hang on. There's a pretty cool mod available on Forge for 1.19. It's called Me Alliance. It's about a bunch of little critters who try to invade your world. They're called Mies, M-I, not M-I-I. But anyways, it's a pretty cool mod. It adds these little guys. They're pretty dangerous if you have no gear, but when you get like iron gear, you can pretty dependably fight back. Anyways, the goal of the mod is just to push them back as long as possible. They build up cities and outposts and stuff that you have to get rid of by destroying whatever block is in the core. I don't have to time my clicks, I can just... Anyways, these little critters, they're called Miis. They're hostile. There are a couple of variants of Miis. The mod works in stages. Like, the first stage is not very dangerous. I haven't really gotten past the first stage, because I haven't played the mod all that much, but it's not very dangerous. It's just, you have to deal with the little guys. The second stage, from what I hear, it's a little more dangerous. They start bringing in more advanced stuff. And then from what I hear from one of my friends who's actually played the mod, the third stage is really dangerous. The enemies get more powerful, they build faster, and eventually it just becomes a lot harder to keep up. I'm about to get attacked. I don't even know why I grabbed that round flush. So yeah, it's the Mii Invasion mod pack, or Mii Alliance mod pack. I kind of feel like building a more sprucey themed base, so I might build it a bit away from that clearing. That clearing can have like fields and things. I went to go see the new live action How to Train Your Dragon movie. It was good. It was fine. I have a couple of gripes with things that decide to change, like, for example, the twins no longer look the exact same. One's a bit rotund. Pretty sure it's Ruffnut. That's Ruffnut's the girl, right? But just like of all the things, why that? Of all the things you could have changed, you could have changed anything. Why? Why? Also, Astrid has brown hair now for some reason. But all in all, it was a good movie. The original was better, yes, but it was a pretty faithful live action remake. I like the dragon designs. That was really good, and they got the core components of the movie down. Like all the core scenes from the original were left basically unchanged. All in all, solid movie. 8.5 out of 10. Better than basically anything Disney's come up with nowadays. I really hope that the people here realize that How to Train Your Dragon is a Pixar film, or not a Pixar film. Fuck, I've become the very thing I swore to destroy. Is a DreamWorks film, not a Disney or Pixar film. But yeah, I've already had to explain to one or two people that No, How to Train Your Dragon is not Disney. It's DreamWorks. There's a cave under here. I'm hesitant to enter the cave without any light. Chicken. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so let's see. For my house, I want it to be spruce flavor. Spruce flavor. What the fuck am I talking about? I want it to be spruce. So I'm gonna move it like 100 blocks this way, maybe. I'll look for another clearing. For a more flat clearing. Like here. I just recently bought Deltarune, like the full game, and I'm excited to play it. I haven't played it quite yet. I intend to go into Deltarune fully blind. I have no idea what's going to be coming in Chapter 3 or 4. I have watched as little spoilers as I can physically... I have watched as few spoilers as physically possible, but with the internet being the internet, I still have seen a clip or two for Chapter 3 and 4. But yeah, I'll probably record that and stick it in the Deltarune playlist. I've been procrastinating on Deltarune. I haven't fought Jevil yet. Mostly because I don't remember where to get all the ingredients. for the key. I'll start here. And then I guess this will be a 7x7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be spacious enough. Thanks to the jungle temple nearby, I have an opportunity for a little bit of texture. For now, I'll just sleep out in the sticks. It feels odd wanting to sleep through the night because I'm playing with vampirism on the mod pack I was talking about earlier, and I am a vampire, of course. That's like the whole purpose of vampirism. Like, yeah, you can become a vampire hunter, and with an add-on that we decide to get, you can become a werewolf too, but it's called vampirism. That's like going to buy, I don't know, fucking Undertale, and then trying to play it like one shot. Recently I have watched a little bit of Indie Cross, and by a little bit I mean the entire show that's aired so far. I say aired as if it's an actual show that's like being funded by a huge corporation and not just some guy's passion project that is, albeit incredibly good, better than basically any modern day TV show. Dragons and Landlords. Ignore my mumbling. Indie Cross, it's good. I enjoyed it. The fight scenes are great, and the animation is beautiful. And the way they portray the characters, at least from the games that I've played of them, like One Shot with Nico, it's just excellent. I don't have a single quarrel with Indie Cross. Let's leave it for now. But yeah, basically, Indie Cross is about a bunch of indie characters who get dragged into some random dimension thingy, and they're working together to try to get out. They're working with a robot called Charlotte, who is obviously evil, just like cartoonishly. It's cartoonishly obvious that she is villainous. At least I presume it's a she. How many men have you heard with the name Charlotte? Anyways, it's a fucking robot, doesn't matter. Obviously evil, but do I like this better, or... Let's say if I went with that, I'd have to replace that with grass. Anyways, she's agreed to just work together, with the characters for now. They're wary for good reason, but they're a bunch of characters from a bunch of different indie games. They're trying to get home, and just not much of the story has been revealed, obviously, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm trying to just be chill building a house, and the game is sending me death threats in the form of cave noises. Oh, come on, man. Let me build. Anyways, there are these robots called the Rogues. They're also villains. They're like really powerful and shit. And they have control over these portal thingies that are the reason that everyone in Indie Cross is, well, in Indie Cross, and not in their main world. And so far, the goal of the protagonist is to kill these rogues so that Charlotte can regain her power and send them back home. But when she tried to send Shovel Knight back home, it's revealed in episode 2 that she was sending him into a death trap. And if the rogues hadn't busted in to screw everything up, then Shovel Knight would probably be dead. So thank God for that, I guess. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, Indie Cross. I think I was explaining the rogues. Really strong robots. They are the only reason Shovel Knight's alive, actually. Even with that, though, they are still villains by all technicality. It's not really explained what they are. It's presumed that they're villains because they do go against the main cast. Even if they aren't villains, they are antagonists. No, they are not the same thing. I would go into a deep narrative analysis about the difference between villains and antagonists, but that would make me sound even more like a nerd than I already am. Antagonists work against the main character, but villains are bad people. They're evil. They want to fucking take over the world or something because they're evil. Okay, think about it this way. Hitler's a villain. Meanwhile, a tornado would be an antagonist. An antagonist is just something that works against the main character. They are writing tools. No more so than... They are writing tools and concepts more so than actual characters. Anyways, we don't know what the hell the rogues want. But it's probably not good for Charlotte and her robots. The rogues are presumably rogues from that group. Oh, and a fun fact, one of my friends pointed this out to me when we were watching it together, the rogues all have names and designs and powers resembling that of game engines, like Unithor, this sounds like Unity. Unreal is Unreal Engine, obviously. And so on. So that's a neat little tidbit. There's Game Master, which is a spin on Game Maker. There's a little guy who's supposed to be Godot, I'm pretty sure. What does this say about the series? I don't know. It's probably something significant. I'm just gonna let the show reveal it later on, rather than trying to speculate now. definitely usable window. Terrible spot for a window, but whatever. Shit. Better spot for a window. Let's go. I don't think we're gonna have a window at the back. I must have left the furnace in the cave. I know that YouTube likes to darken things when uploaded, so it's probably impossible for you guys to see in dark spaces. So I will do my best to keep my brightness up. Even though it doesn't really matter. Like most things in this fleeting world, it does not matter. Shut your bitch ass up. There we go. Oh, stairs are fuel. I'm gonna put some fences up there. I think if I wanted it to look good, I'd have to remove those two stairs. I hate not being able to fly. That was a convenient thing as a vampire. Flight. Like Icarus, I took to the skies, and like Icarus, I often stayed too close to the sun. The sun really hurts as a vampire, fun fact. I suppose that looks good. And now this is a house. Let's see. Getting the sound strongest I'm facing roughly here. Too fucking dark down there. Okay, fuck this. I'm not gonna go look for coal. I'm just gonna first replant the sapling so I have a better view. Can't spell deforestation without forest. That's my philosophy. Something good has to happen for something bad to happen. I forgot that Sunkist. Fuck, I was thinking of the no lyrics to California Girls. I forgot the tennis strike was an achievement. Pretty sure they removed that. Cheshire Cat, I can watch the grave. missing. Spruce trapdoors. That's a bit tough. How am I going to go about this? Sometimes it's small moments that make life worth living. Yes, transitions from talking about Indie Cross to what the reason we live. There's no meaning to life. And the only meaning to life, and you can apply to life, is just to live out your desires. Your desires are the reason you live. You wouldn't be here if you desired nothing. We love the switch ups on this channel. Where would a flower pot look good? I'm gonna need cobblestone slabs. I'll take a daisy. A daisy will look good. Ooh, there are rose bushes. The world is made up of a wonderful slew of colors. Efficient blacks, grays, whites, humble greens, fiery reds, soothing blues, all sorts of mixes and matches of browns and oranges. Maybe one there and there. See, Minecraft is like a canvas. There are no mistakes on a canvas. Just happy little accidents. in mechanism, coal is useful for a whole slew of things. You're going to be needing coal for carbon to turn iron into steel. You need coal to turn into sulfur, and combining it with, I'm pretty sure, oxygen is what you need to combine coal with. And I'm pretty sure that's a chemical infuser. And sulfur is used to get sulfur dioxide when put into a chemical oxidizer. And sulfur dioxide is combined with oxygen again, I'm pretty sure, to make sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide is combined with uranium. No, not uranium oxide. That's how you get uranium hexafluoride. And that's not even with sulfur trioxide, that's with hexafluoric acid. Ignore me, this is the ramblings of a madman. Anyways, once you get sulfur trioxide, you can combine that with water vapor to get sulfuric acid, which when combined with fluorite shards or blocks inside of another chemical infuser, I'm pretty sure it is, you get hexafluoric acid, which when combined with uranium oxide, which is made by putting yellow cake uranium inside of a whatever it's called, instead of a chemical oxidizer. Yellow cake uranium is made by putting uranium ingots inside of an enrichment chamber. And I don't think I need to explain how uranium is made. Uranium ingots, at least. But yeah, once you have uranium hexafluoride, you're going to want to put that into a I forgot the first word, but isotopic centrifuge. You want to put that into an isotopic centrifuge. Once it's in there, it's going to turn the uranium hexafluoride into fissile fuel, which you can then put into a fission reactor to create heat and steam, as at least if you have your your fission reactor cooled with water. And then you can put that steam directly into a turbine, which creates power. And it creates a lot of power, at least if you have your settings right. But it also creates a bunch of radioactive waste if you have your settings right for a lot of power. So, be wary of that. Radioactive waste doesn't go into normal chemical containers. You're going to have to put it inside of I'm pretty sure it's waste barrels you have to put it inside of. But yeah. By the way, reactors are prone to exploding. If a reactor explodes, it spreads radiation everywhere, and radiation can't be cured without commands, as far as I'm aware. So reactor exploding It creates a pretty big hole in the ground. So if you're going to work near a reactor, I suggest getting a hazmat suit and putting it far away from your base, because radiation infects everything. It's not racist. For the reactor itself, it's not too difficult. You just need a bunch of steel and lead, mostly. Then the turbine, it's even more steel. I'm pretty sure the turbine has to be bigger than the reactor. Though there are certain designs where it can be smaller. Damn. Just get there. The bigger your reactor and your turbine, the more energy you can theoretically produce. Reactors and turbines always have to be a square, and in a sense you have to put like turbine rotors and stuff in the middle, the direct middle. It has to be an odd amount of blocks around. Like, this would be a good radius for a small turbine. It's a 7x7. It would need to be a lot taller, but other than that, this would be a pretty good turbine. I needed something to talk about, so I decided to explain how to create a fission reactor and mechanism. Welcome to the Noofabloof channel. I might start posting cooking videos. Now, tell me if you want to see me post cooking videos. And no, I'm not going to teach you how to make meth on YouTube. You're going to have to go to Newgrounds for that. I might make a Newgrounds account to teach people how to make meth. Do you think Newgrounds is going to stop me? I don't think they give a damn what you teach people on Newgrounds. I don't know, though, it's been a while since I've even entered onto Newgrounds because it's a cesspool full of porn. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but still, it's more than I would ever desire to see in a day. Better than DeviantArt. I clicked on a link not knowing it was a DeviantArt link, and the first thing I saw when I looked for No, more images related to the one I was looking at. Forever scarred. That's what I will be. Just cook the fucking rest of the clay. Well, since my pickaxe broke on the last mining trip. Not a chance in hell, yes. Too bad. Would you guys watch a Cooking with Lucas? I'd say that's a good place to call it for today. Made a, I'd like to say good looking house, even though it's kind of trash. We've gotten full iron armor plus an iron tool. We even have interior decoration, yes. And we put the furnace next to the crafting table, so this is officially a home. Yeah, I'd say this looks fine. I think that's where I'm gonna call it here. Okay. Anyways, goodbye.